Yeah, just a quick statement. Glad, obviously, that we got a win here today. These guys obviously had really good games for us to get that win, and things we need to obviously improve upon as we head into conference play. But we're 9-3 as we start league play, and looking forward to next Saturday as we get to start conference play. Give Heidelberg and their team and players and coaches a lot of credit for how well prepared they were and how they played today. And hopefully we'll learn from what we need to learn from, but happy that we got a win and able to go into the new year, 9-3. You guys could ask questions for these guys.
Mike, can you just talk about, your career high and, hitting some big threes and seeing as much playing time as you had today? You made a lot of big plays like you usually do, but how satisfying and gratifying was it to see the threes going in?
Yeah. So far this season, I hadn't been shooting it great, but just taking time after practice and things like that, and trusting the work I've put in and the things we do at practice, I felt like they would eventually fall, and today they did. So I'm happy about that. More happy that we got the win though.
Jalen, getting your first start of the year and 25 points, just kind of talk about your day and how to feel like being out there starting, and know you had to play a lot because of Sion being out and the foul trouble we had.
Yeah, I'm ready for C1 to get back healthy and back on the court with us, but it felt good to start tonight. Like Coach said, props to Heidelberg. They was hooping tonight. We let them get a little bit too comfy to start the game, but it's always nice to be able to learn off a win instead of a loss. So we'll build on it and just continue to get better.
For either one of you, what do you think some of the big plays were down the stretch that turned it in our favor and got you the win?
One that comes to mind for me was towards the end of the game. Vaughn got an offensive rebound and kicked it out to Jalen for a three, and I think that put us up for the lead. So I'd say that was probably the biggest one in my mind.
Also, his free throws too to close out the game. That put us up 3, and then we got that stop. So yeah, shout out Vaughn.
Did they surprise you guys today with how hard they played, how well they played, for 40 minutes?
I wouldn't say that their effort was surprising at all. That's, not a knock on them, the lower division. So it's pretty much it's one of their biggest games, if not the biggest game they're going to have all year. So I'm sure they were excited to come in and play. And once they started hitting some shots, I'm sure they just kept growing in confidence. So props to them again, and good luck to them.
And again, for either one of you, how do you guys feel, about the team as you get ready for league play on Saturday with Ball State coming in?
I think we all feel good. Being 9-3 going into conference, I think we can make some noise fast, but it's going to start with the first game. We're going to take it one game at a time.
All right, cool. Guys?
Okay.
Sounds good, fellas.
Thank you. What do you think the difference was down the stretch? Why were we able to pull this one out?
We just made a couple big plays down the stretch. That was really it. Really credit to their team and their players and staff. They did a great job. And in a lot of ways you can say they deserve to win. So you got to give them credit. But we made enough plays down the stretch. The offensive rebound that Vaughn had and kick out to Jalen. We made just enough plays and got just enough stops. We certainly didn't play our best, but they had something to do with that. I thought they came in really, really prepared and played incredibly hard and certainly played very, very well. We didn't get to the free throw line in the first half at all. I thought we did a poor job with that. We tried to do a better job in the second half, and we took care of the ball better in the second half. We shared the ball the whole night, but we needed to play better defensively than we did. And again, give them credit for how they executed. I thought they did a really good job, and stuff we need to improve upon, as we head into league play, because I think they scored I know they scored more points than Auburn did against us. I think they scored as many points as Alabama did against us. I think we had more turnovers against them than we did. I think anybody except for Louisiana. I think they had the most steals against us of anybody that we've played all year. So, there's a lot of stuff that we need to clean up here this week as we move forward. And, you got to give them a lot of credit for how they came in here and how prepared they were to play. So, there's stuff we'll work on this week and try to improve upon, and know that, for us to have success in our conference, we're going to have to play a little bit better for sure on both ends of the floor, but in particular on the defensive side, because that's been the reason we've had success, is that we've guarded really well, and today we didn't at all.
Can you reflect on the non-conference as a whole as you kind of get set for Ball State? How do you feel where the team might be, looking back at the non-conference schedule?
I mean, we've the games we lost to the number 1 team in the country. We lost to the number 5 team in the country. We lost to a really, really good UC Irvine team. No shame in any of those losses. I thought we competed in all 3 of them. We've been a good defensive team up to this point. Today certainly has me questioning, that for sure. So we're going to have to really get back to the fundamentals of that side of the ball, because that's where we've found success. That's why we've had a good record so far. So, we're going to need to hang our hat on defending, rebounding, taking care of the basketball, and, being timely offensively. Today we were timely offensively, but we did not take care of the basketball, and we certainly didn't defend the way we need to. So, league play is its own, completely new season for everyone. I'm sure there's a lot of teams that are really excited about, starting up conference play, because, everyone's schedule is so different when you play in the non-league in terms of who you're playing and where you're playing. Some teams have to, play multiple Power 4 teams, and some teams, get they're playing 4 or 5 teams like Heidelberg. So now everybody gets to play each other starting, next Saturday, or maybe a game on Friday, but starting next week, and we play 18 games, and you play 9 at home, 9 on the road, and you figure out who's what during that time. So we play Saturday against Ball State. I know they've won their last 2 non-conference games. They beat Evansville pretty handily out of the Missouri Valley. They won against Bellarmine, who's a traditionally very strong program. They won on the road pretty handily. And I think they have a game tomorrow coming back from break. So I would expect that they're coming into Kent very confident. And I know some of their personnel, and I know they've got some really, really good players there, and their coach is a really good coach. So I know it's going to be a game that we're going to have to play a whole lot better than we did today if we expect to win. Hopefully, a couple of our guys will be back for that game. We'll see over the course of this week, and we need to have a good week of preparation, getting ready for that game. So looking forward to it for sure, and always excited about the MAC and just getting the chance to play in league play.
Do you think any of those injuries and the guys out today might have had something to do with the defensive lapses? I mean, that's as shorthanded as you've been in all year.
You know what? I think if I said yes, that would be discounting how well Heidelberg played. So I don't think that's fair to their team to say yes, quite honestly. And at the end of the day, you know what, our guys, it's not as if I played guys that don't normally play. The guys that played normally play. So it would be different if I was throwing out walk-ons in the game. Then maybe I think I might have I guess you'd call that an excuse. No, no, no. Every guy that played, I'm looking at our team, every guy that played in the game is a guy that plays in every game that we play. So no, no. And that's a short and long answer. No, it had zero to do with why we didn't defend. It's the same guys that defend every day, and we just didn't do the job we needed to. I guess you can make the argument that, if I saw guys not guarding as well, I would have taken them out. I guess maybe that could be the argument. I wouldn't have had to play some of these guys as much because I would have had other guys to put in. I guess you can make that argument. But at the end of the day, we've all guarded for extended periods of time and been really, really locked into what we need to do, not because of the, I know that I'm going to come out if I don't, but because we've been locked into what we need to do to be successful. And tonight we just, whether it was us or whether it was them or a combination of both, we just weren't as locked in as we need to be. And I would not want the reason we're guarding well to be because I know I'm going to come out if I don't. I want it to be because this is what we need to do to win, right? And I think that this game hopefully will help us as we move forward to know, hey, if we're not locked into what we need to, we can lose to anybody. And we had that lesson earlier in the year, and it helped us. And hopefully this will help us as well.